Hello, welcome to this video. In this video, we're going to talk about food and organization. I am going to change our pantry. My current pantry is in this tall cabinet in our kitchen, and you can see it's just sort of shelved. It's got a little bit of an organization system with certain shelves dedicated to certain things, but what I want to do is convert this main hall closet here, which is like a seasonal storage, miscellaneous storage, cleaning supplies, our printer. I want to turn that into a pantry. I'm also going to share with you how I got this gorgeous cabinet for free. My name is Erica Lucas. I'm really glad you're here. Let's dive in with the grocery haul first. This is from Thrive Market, delivers right to my front porch. Nutritional yeast, which I add into various seasoning packets, blueberry hemp to add to yogurt, some beef sticks for snacks for the kids. This turned out gross, by the way, the pancake mix. I got these squeezies. It's all in tapenade for my oldest, who just loves olives. Some soup for my youngest, because he's my hardest one to feed. So when I find something he likes, I grab it. Another one of those frozen smoothie things, my daughter sucks those down. So my vision for my pantry, because I cannot put all of that stuff into my cabinets anymore, I want to convert this to a full-on walk-in pantry. That means I have to take everything out of here. Hats, I got to rehome everything in here somewhere else in my house. Everything that's in here, because I want it emptied out, and then I'm going to ask my husband to build me shelving, built-in shelving to have for the pantry. We started experimenting with shelf height, and my husband marked it with the blue tape to try to figure out if I want 4 shelves or 5 shelves on this wall here. And when I started thinking about everything that needed to rehome in my house, I also knew it was going to be an opportunity to get rid of some stuff, but I'm starting with stuff I know. Coats and shoes, I wanted to move by the entryway. We've been coming in the front door, so I bought a coat tree from Amazon and decided that that's where the coats for myself and my husband were going to go, onto this coat tree for the winter. The kids have hooks on the wall right here by the front door. I just needed to move my coats and my husband's coats. And I figured the front door made the most sense. I mean, we don't really come in and out of the garage. We come in and out the front door. So I wanted to be able to make it a little more cohesive here. And I thought a coat tree would do the trick. Rehoming everything in that closet into my house or choosing to declutter it is a big process for me. There's a lot of stuff in that closet. So just starting with coats, I had to wait 2 days for Amazon to bring me this coat rack. I had to run the vacuum, and then I wiped down the floor and the baseboards in that whole section before I started organizing that corner. So just to remove one thing from that closet, one category, coats, took me 2 full days of planning and organizing and getting everything in the spot that I wanted. And when I was tucking back the coat tree, I noticed that this bag at the front door that always lives here was kind of stuff filled. And it honestly, for me, is a little bit of a sneaky little dumping ground where I put stuff. So I've got Wawa bags, flags for the front yard. It's intention. This bag's intention is to organize everything for the dogs. So their leashes, their vests, the little fanny pack that I wear when I walk the dogs to have treats in it. And then over time, I've just shoved things in here. Here's a book. Stuff that ended up probably by the front door, and I didn't feel like dealing with it in the moment, so I shoved it into this bag. But when I tried to tuck back this coat tree, I couldn't do it the way I wanted it, so I knew I had to get into this bag and declutter it and get all this stuff out. A broken umbrella, of course. These clutter avalanche moments where you're trying to do one thing and then you end up doing something else in order to accomplish the first thing that you wanted to do. It always happens to me because I have these little pockets of clutter or bags of clutter throughout my house. And I knew I wanted to do this project right and slowly. Sock, a random toy that we don't even own anymore, these Lincoln Logs. I knew I wanted to do this project intentionally and not just pull everything out of the closet and let Andy start building the shelves. I wanted to get everything where it belonged before I then recommitted to organizing the space as a pantry. And so that meant I had to deal with this bag. And I took everything out of it and put it to the side, and then decided that this was just going to be what it's supposed to be. It just houses the dog's stuff, which usually is on top of that bag anyway, but it gave me an opportunity to declutter a few things from inside this bag. So I started pulling out the coats and the jackets for the winter from that closet to start to empty out that closet and hung them on the coat tree. This is not something I'm thinking my kids would really use at this stage of their life. They have the hooks on the back behind me that you can see. So this is just meant for my and Andy's winter coats at this time.
An asthma meds bag for 3 out of 5 in my household. This is a Cub Scout first aid kit that they're supposed to carry when they go hiking. This is just a reusable bag from Wawa. An umbrella that's missing a thing. It probably still works. Okay, but I have 3 other umbrellas in the garage. So I'm going to declutter this. I'm going to declutter this because I don't need it. I'm going to trash this stuff. This is for a toy set we don't have anymore. And this is one random sock. I'm going to keep this for now. It usually hangs in this area. I don't know where I want to put it just yet, but I'm not ready to let go of it. So I'm going to put it upstairs. Also decluttering this one. And then, I don't know why there's a car garment bag in that basket. So, okay. So these are all my seasonal garden flags. I love these. I have a little flag stand out front and I change them out. These make me happy. So I'm gonna keep these. And they've always been in this bag for the 4 years that we've lived here, 4+ years that we've lived here. I think maybe I'll just store them on the front porch. I mean, that's where the flag stand is. What flag is on there right now? Broncos, Denver Broncos. I want them to be in a container that does protect them, even though, because there's like, you know, stuff that weather comes, snow and rain can come up onto the porch. But if they're in a container, oh, I have one. I have an empty one because I was working over there with this. And I got rid of some stuff, so perfect. And then this, let's set somewhere on my porch. Yeah, I'm not going to store it here because this is just functional. This is seasonal. Take you outside with me. The question is, where do I don't know that it matters too much on the porch where it goes. Denver Broncos flag. Twisted around a bunch. I'm not going out there right now. It's cold. Going inside. I'm on bare feet. Kids' shoe shelf. I'm actually going to move the shoe shelf that Andy made out to here as a temporary thing until we figure out a better solution. But functionally, shoes are going to live by the front door. Everybody's. Because I'm converting that closet. And before I could even slide out the shoe shelf, I realized I needed to attend to these hooks. I have to do it every couple of months. Stuff just lands here, sweatshirts, extra coats, coats that nobody even wears or don't fit anymore. These hooks are my kids' hooks. And so this is where they go and hang all their stuff. When I tell them to hang stuff, they throw it on here, whether or not they even still wear it. So the first thing I knew I needed to do was clean this up a little bit. For me, when I walk in the door and it's all junked up or it's hard for the kids to get to their stuff, that bothers me. The kids don't seem to care as much, or stuff ends up on the floor, which is how I know there's too much stuff here. And so I asked them to try on coats because we had multiple choices here for each kid, and to tell me which still fit them and which we needed to donate, declutter, trash, keep. These are all too small for my kids, so they're going to be donated and decluttered. And we've decided to keep sweatshirts in their rooms on hooks in their closets. So that's where these all belong, not at the front door. Now it feels too crowded and I don't like how that leg's coming out. And my boys said these are too big for my youngest and too small for my oldest. So these are gonna go in the winter storage bin for next winter.
I knew I wanted shoes here. I also knew I had way too many shoes, so I was pulling things out to go upstairs into my daughter's closet because I know that she has space up in there that she doesn't need to have all these shoes down here. They just ended up here because she takes them off when she walks in the door. But this shelf my husband built for our hall closet for our shoes, for my shoes and his shoes. And it works great and it fits our shoes. So I know it'll work well out here. If I decide to leave it out here, I will probably just dark stain it to match the floors and the other brown furniture that I have in here. Also in the hall closet that I'm trying to empty out, I had a bin of rain boots. And I thought that this basket that I already had would maybe be a good idea to hold those rain boots. And when I started emptying out this bin, this big bin that has been in the closet, I realized that 2 out of my 3 kids, their rain boots don't even fit them. They're from last season and they haven't been wearing them this season. So I just hung on to the ones that currently fit mine and my oldest child's boots, and I put them in that basket right there. And I figure if the other 2 end up needing rain boots, I'll deal with it when that happens, I guess.
These are both too small. The yellows are too small for my daughter, and these van ones are too small for my youngest. So I'm going to put these in the declutter pile. I'm actually going to bring them to our homeschool co-op, the first co-op of each month. Everybody brings stuff that they're getting rid of, and the table gets cleared. So someone will fit into these because these were hardly worn. So I'll give them away there. Perfect. And we've cleared out quite a bit. So that bin that was there that I just got the rain boots out of, it was here. The coat's out of here so far. I do have 2 raincoats. I don't need 2 raincoats. I just love the blue and I love the green. Like, I actually wear them both depending on my outfit. But I would say I wear the blue one more. Okay. And I had a bunch of cleaning supplies here. That's all been moved to the laundry room. Gonna have my husband move that to the laundry room as well, and just centralize all my cleaning supplies down there. Now, I still have some coats left that I haven't moved to the coat rack yet because these are less often worn. So I think I can put them in my closet upstairs instead of junking up the coat tree. So this is a closet in our bedroom that has our suitcases, miscellaneous YouTube equipment, wrapping paper, and then I just moved those coats right up to here because they're less often used. This is actually more of a fall one. This is a dress one. I'm not really wearing this one right now, but I'm keeping it for now. This is for snowboarding and skiing, and then this is a fall one. So I have my ones that I am wearing all the time in this current winter on the coat tree downstairs. I didn't want to make the coat tree super heavy. So this white piece of furniture I got for free from a neighbor in our Facebook neighborhood group. She said, if you can come get it, it's yours for free. And we took it. My vision was that it would be by the entryway, but that's not going to fit there. So I have it here outside the kitchen. Okay, here's what I did with some of the things from the closet. I made a section for the dog's stuff, his diapers, the little one's diapers, and then their toys, and then their dog treats, and then their food would go here on the next order. I put my walking vest here and then some towels to wipe the dog's paws when they come in. So that's how I have this utilized in this moment, right outside the kitchen. I had cleaned out enough on the left side that my husband jumped in because he had some time that weekend to knock in some of the shelves. And he ended up getting the whole left side installed for me with 4 shelves. And they are bracketed to the wall and they're not going anywhere, and they have center support systems as well. So I'm very excited that one half of the pantry is in place, and now I got to tackle the other side of the closet and make space for him to finish. Not too much that I still have to rehome, and then these black shelves are going to move into the garage or the basement, wherever it makes the most sense for storing some stuff that either got rehomed or is already existing in those 2 spaces. My husband has laid claim to these shelves, so that's fine with me, because then I am now standing in my walk-in pantry. Really happy with how this is turning out, and I can't wait to organize it, and I'll do that in another video. I hope you're doing well. Thanks for being here with me today, and here's a new video.